Hi, it's James here from Sunseeker Southampton. Today we're going to have a look around a new Sunseeker Manhattan 52. With coronavirus going on at the moment, it's nice to be able to do some tours so that people can see what a stock boat looks like if they're unable to travel, come and see us here in the UK. So I just spin the camera around for you. Here she is. This is a 2020 brand new Manhattan 52 Flybridge. So we're 56 feet overall. Powered by standard is a shaft drive engine, 725 horsepower each, and the option also for Volvo's IPS pod drive system as well. Majority are built with the shaft drive option. It's about £100,000 cheaper, and now with the functionality of proportional thrusters and joystick systems, really the shafts do offer a lot of manoeuvrability that was once only afforded on an IPS option. So we just have a walk down, so we try and get the profile view of the boat here. It's quite an imposing hull shape. We've got these massive glass windows that run bow all the way back down the midships. Lets loads of natural light in. It's a real statement, this boat, when you can see it stood back. It's a bit tricky here in the marina, so close to it. So this is a white hulled boat, and then we've got that black gel coat, what we call the boot top stripe, running just above the waterline all the way down the hull. We've got the protective mesh covers on the windows here at the moment, so it's hard to see the full profile, but again, loads of natural light allowed into the upper deck saloon area. There's options to do things like paint the engine vents here if you want to do a little bit more colour statement on the boat. Canvas pack on this boat, it's a black canvas here. That's obviously all removable in warmer climates to allow sort of outdoor seating. And then we've got the option, this particular boat's got the hydraulic high-low bathing platform, so this whole aft section will drop down into the water. Capacity of 450 kilos as standard, so it'll take a Williams 325 jet rib, although we do suggest if you go and retrofit a gyro system on this boat, then the platform capacity is reduced to 150 kilos, just to take into account the weight of the gyro itself. So the teak finish on here is standard. And then stepping on this centre section, you'll see on some other boats we offer the beach club option here, which would have a drop down seat and a barbecue, although there is the option to take a barbecue up on the Flybridge. And then this particular boat has a crew cabin access directly off the stern here, so away from the main deck accommodation, and we've got a little heads compartment over there on the starboard side. There's the option underneath that mirrored cupboard to take a washer dryer, and then a single crew bed. A lot of owners at this size are owner operators, so this ends up being a storeroom. We can put additional lockers in here, and we've got this handy wet room finish on the floor, dragging fenders and ropes and water sports equipment in. Makes it a little bit more practical. Got a little port light up there. There is the option to take an aircon system in there as well if you are going to have a captain. And coming across the other side, we've got a lift up locker here as part again of the beach club package. There's be a little shower that drops into here, but we've got a locker. We'll take a sea bob, and if we head up inside, take a look around the cockpit. This boat's got a platinum pack, which means there's lots of additional kit geared around the med. So we've got a passerelle tucked down in the step that we came up through. Then we've got stern docking winches, nice little lockers for tailing the ropes off. And then we've got main cleats here, and then another set of cleats further down towards the platforms for the spring lines. And then things like handy passerelle platform controls here, nicely to hand, battery switches, so everything's easy to turn on as you first come on. So seating wise, we've got a big U-shaped seat here, centre line in the cockpit. Everything's obviously covered up, it's a brand new boat, but we've got this beautiful teak table with two leaves that open up one either way, and that gives you dining if you want to put a couple of directors' chairs out here as well. Plenty of space for having breakfast and what have you. Then we've got the option for the two bar stools on the port side. They're removable, so you could stick them down in the crew cabin to give more space if you're entertaining. And you'll notice here, gone are the days of the old patio doors. So we've now got two bifold doors there that stack back on the starboard, and then this clever arrangement with the bar top that literally opens and closes like that. And then we've got this window that comes up to immediately close the boat off. So really hot climates, you can obviously shut it all up, stick the aircon on, And on a day like today here in March in the UK, we could still run the heating system inside, keep the covers up, and then this is all part of your living area. So it's a very very practical open space. You'll notice no threshold on the door. We've got a big drain running underneath the teak floor here, so it feels very very spacious, easy to walk around. Wood floor finish in the galley area here at the stern is standard. This particular boat then has the standard finished carpet running all the way through main deck and down the companionway stairs. There's an option to take the wood through the boat if you want to. Some charter boats and what have you prefer the wood. And then galley here, so it's an aft galley layout on main deck. So we've got a microwave oven, 4-burner electric top. There's a little extractor fan up there, and then up in these top cupboards there's a full set of Royal Doulton crockery. We've got glasses, so Darlington crystal glasses. Over this side, so we've got a full set of Robert Welsh cutlery, and then it comes with towels and bed covers for the number of guests on board. So there's 6 beds, so 6 sets of everything. Over on the starboard side here, we've got the optional wine cooler. That's an ice maker, and then that's your AV cupboard. So standard spec has been improved on this boat, so we've got a premium AV pack tucked over on the starboard here. I won't bring it all the way up, but there's a 55-inch telly tucked away in that high-low cupboard there. And then down in the master we've got a 40-inch and then a 22-inch in both of the 2 guest cabins. And then we run a Pepwave 4G system, so there's an onboard router. It'll take 2 Wi-Fi data cards to give you full onboard data services, and also hook up if you've got things like Spotify through the AV. And again, there's DVD players throughout the boat. Very very well spec'd. Loads of storage, so things like cupboards and drawers everywhere, pan drawers under there. There's the option to stick a dishwasher in here, either a drawer or an upright design, depending on what you're planning to do in terms of cooking on the boat. Even with the blind shut here, you'll notice really how bright and airy it feels. LED lighting throughout, these big feature panels through the roof, and they're dimmable of course inside and outside to give you a much softer light in the evenings. And then tucked over here, worth noting, we've got a fridge and freezer, good size. So heading on forward, we've now got our raised centre saloon, so nice neutral colours. This particular boat's done in a black American walnut satin wood. See here with a nice sheen to it. Everything's obviously covered up, as she's literally brand new, factory fresh. Literally delivery hours from factory testing and just running her up here to Ocean Village. And then on the starboard side, little feature introduced on this model was this seating area. We can flip the helm seat up. Just have to push the button here. And that defunct space when you're in port, that lower helm really that doesn't get used when you're not underway. Now we can stick these cushions up. And we've got a great L-shaped seating area. Obviously more room to see the telly, and if you've got guests on board, a lot more space for sitting round, sharing your adventures. So just drop that back down so we can see the helm. This particular boat's finished in like an avocado leather on the 2. They're Bezons-only electric seats there. And then looking at the lower helm here, so if we imagine sitting down at the helm, we've got a navigation premium pack here from Simrad, which has got these 2 12-inch colour displays that feed a multitude of information to you, from tankage, engine data, obviously things like chart plotter, radar. There's AIS as part of that package. We've got an autopilot system here, and then Sunseeker CM8. So this is a panel giving us alarm systems, tankage, and some of the controls as well. We'll go back and look at the CM8 in the galley, which is the main panel, in a bit. Over here, so bow thruster is standard on this boat, and then part of the platinum pack we've got the option for the stern thruster as well, and these are proportional, so the more you push the sticks the more power you get. And then the option here for the station hold, which will give you say a 30% hold if you're short-handed working on something like a fuel pontoon. It'll pin the boat on the dock while you get off and do your lines. Throttles, Volvo's EVC one touch fly-by-wire, so everything's falling nicely to hand, very straightforward to use. DSC VHF. We've got a steering wheel here. You'll notice the little trademark Sunseeker badge always staying centre. It's a tilt wheel, so we can get into a nice comfy position for cruising long distances. And then there's ventilation up the front there, which is linked into your reverse cycle heating. So it'll do aircon and heating through the same system. It's an AC system, so it needs to be running through your generator or your dockside shore power. And then over here on the starboard side, we've got this handy little drop down window if you want to talk to crew or stick your head out when you're coming alongside. Little practical touches over here, port side, we've got some nice deep storage bins holding charts and binoculars and that sort of thing. And then notice under the helm, everything's falling to hand. Nice DC electrics panel. And let's head down to the lower companion. So we've got massive storage lockers under the floor here. I won't show you those now, but suffice to say for long-term provision storage it's great. Hard to see with all the cushions in here, but we've got a massive centerline double bed here. Really nice second VIP cabin, this one. So we've got wardrobe one side. These are all storage cupboards. Nice big skylight above us, letting lots of natural light in. Even with all the blinds shut, it's still very bright in here. Again, storage other side. There's your 22-inch telly. We've got loads of power sockets. So very practical. And then this is your second guest cabin. So again, sorry, full of cushions, but we've got storage cupboards up top. We've got a good sized wardrobe tucked in there. And a bit hard to see, so we've got a telly on the bulkhead, so aircon controls there. These are two single beds under here, so good size singles, so it'll give you 6 people accommodation in comfort. And these two cabins, and also doubles up as your day heads. You've got the action through the door here, or a Jack and Jill through to the front cabin. Nice second bathroom, stone finish on the floors and the worktops. Again, wherever they can tuck in storage. They have, it's a great size shower compartment. Soaker shower in the roof, still with a separate handset. Tecma vacuum flush toilet. This particular boat's also got the larger black waste tank option. And then we head through to the master cabin. So arguably one of the most important parts of the boat for the owner themselves. So we've got a large centerline island double. Options in here for different layouts on the port side, but this particular boat spec with the 2 seats and that breakfast bar. Again, storage drawers there, storage under the bed, tucked behind the door here. It's the main wardrobe. So the boat comes with things like a toolkit, a hose pipe, fenders, lines. So very well equipped. Lots of optional extras that would be on other competitors' price list that we include as standard. So again, storage, there's your full set of bath, hand and flannel towels from Christie's. So these are the bed covers that come with the boat as standard. This boat's obviously done in a very neutral colour scheme, so easy to change the scatter cushions if you want to do something to a slightly different taste. But all in all, very bright and welcoming down here. So we'll head back up to do the exterior. It's worth pointing out while we're in the cockpit, there's the option in this panel here to have a drop down which would give you a second, so a third station control on one of these. Although more and more owners switching to full wireless systems with a sort of a phone size controller from somebody like DockMate, we can retrofit that during the commissioning process. So we open up the door here. This particular boat's got the optional teacup on the Flybridge. Again, big table there with the twin opening leaves. You'll see the speakers, so we've got an AV pack with Sonant speakers here on the Flybridge, up on the bow, in the cockpit in the aft, so very well spec'd on the AV. Optional within the wet bar itself up here, so we've got a top loading cool box, we've got a little sink, and then the option to put an electric grill in here, which I think is the better option than having it on the platform through personal choice. Worth noting here on the aft end we've got this lift up bimini frame, so it's like a pram hood sunshade, very easy to operate, 2 people, and you can run with that up all the time. Up top we've got the open array premium Simrad radar there, so nav kit, really nothing else needed on this boat at all. So in the same matching plotters as downstairs, 2 12-inch screens, we've got multi-speed and depth, autopilot, the CM8 digital screen readouts, we've got the thruster controls, second VHF handset, and of course the throttles. So again, very well spec'd helm, and you imagine standing there looking over the side, we've got great visibility here. Single-handed or short of crew, it's a very easy boat to drive this. Massive sun pad here up on the forward section, and this Flybridge, honestly, we have several of these running as charter boats, easily get 12 people up here. You can code one of these for 12 plus 2 crew. And then up on the bow we've got a large U-shaped seating area. Tables drop down in the storage position at the moment, and you'll see those lift up backrests either side there for sunbathing. You can obviously have a covers pack, which then allows you to leave the cushions out all year round. This particular boat's optional extended anchor chain, so 60 meters of chain up top there, and you've got the you see the speakers tucked down as part of the AV pack. Side deck access is great on these, really feels very safe when you're walking down the decks. You've got LED lights running down the decks. She's also got 4 underwater lights, Lumishore lights underneath on the stern. And if we head back down, just have a quick look around the engine bay. So centre access here, haven't got to go down on the platform, and it's a great access here. I can go down forwards. Protective plastic still here on the lids of the lockers below for things like your raw water intakes. So this is a shaft drive boat, D11725 engines, so it gives a top speed around 30 knots, and it's a straight shaft, so it's engine, gearbox and through shaft to propeller. Fuel tanks tucked up in the wings there, giving a range around 250 miles. We've got 2 separate panels for electric, so this is your AC panels, and then DCs are here all up on the forward bulkhead, so you see everything's nicely labelled to hand, very easy for even non-experts to come down here and reset something if you're having a problem. Automatic fire suppression system, we've got fire flaps on the ventilation fans in here, see chargers and hot water tank up there. Generator 17.5 kilowatts, so I can run all the systems on the boat, and it will also allow you to retrofit a Seakeeper 6 gyro if you wish. We just have to move that up and outboard slightly, and the gyro sits down in that hole below the steps there. And then tucked in the back here we've got access to steering systems, hydraulic packs for the passerelle and the platform and what have you. You'll notice how nicely everything's finished in here. We really do believe in the mechanical and electrical systems, and the behind the scenes is as important as the cosmetic finish, so very proud to show anybody what goes on as much in the behind the scenes as the easily viewable external fabric of the boat. We'll just drop that back down. So this is boat 471, which is code within our build, round boat, about 130 of this built now. So she's a 2020 model, delivery hours, retail price as you see her here spec'd is about £1.15 million plus tax. So pretty high spec. So the only big lumpy item potentially missing off the spec is the gyro, which is about another £60,000. And I have to say, apart from that barbecue up on the Flybridge, I think pretty much she's ready to go. These are very, very popular, whether you're coming up from a smaller cruiser or entering the market for the first time, looking for something to run as a charter boat or as a family boat. Hugely popular. They fit the marinas here nicely here in the UK, and of course in the Med as well. We can build you a forward order boat which is roughly 6 months ahead, or you can take a boat from stock such as we have here, and you can be on the water in a matter of weeks. So my name's James Lumley from Sunseeker Southampton. My mobile is +44 7747 686 587, or james@sunseekersouthampton.com. Drop me an email I can send you a full library of photos, the boat spec, or if there's anything else in the range you think might be more suitable, we can talk through the various options that we offer. Hope you've enjoyed the tour today, and we look forward to hearing from you.